Have you ever felt busy but not really moving forward? You're doing the things, you're checking the boxes, you're staying active, but at the end of the day, you're not any closer to where you want to be. Well, here's why. You don't have a motivation problem, you have a clarity problem. And today, we're going to fix that. Welcome to the Mindset Lab, where we turn insight into actions and patterns into progress. Now, if you're new here, I'm Coach Jose, and this channel is all about practical strategies to help you master your mindset, manage your energy, and perform at your best. And today we're talking about clarity, because without it, even your best efforts get scattered. So let's step into the lab. All right, so let's start here. Most people say, I feel stuck. But when you look a little closer, well, they're not really stuck. They're just unclear. When you don't have clarity, you second guess your decisions. You overthink everything. You hesitate. You start and stop and restart. So remember that confusion creates hesitation, but clarity, well, that creates momentum. It's like trying to drive somewhere without a destination. Well, you can move, but you can't move effectively. So why is clarity so hard? Well, there are three main reasons. One, too many inputs. Social media, other people's opinions, shoulds. You end up chasing what you think you should want instead of what you actually want. Number two, fear of being wrong. Maybe you're thinking, if I choose the wrong path, if this doesn't work out. So instead of choosing, you stay stuck in indecision. Number three, waiting for certainty. Now, this is a big one. Most people think, I'll take action when I'm clear. But clarity doesn't come before action. Clarity comes through action. Clarity isn't something you find. It's something that you create. All right, so let's make this practical. Here's a simple tool that you can start using immediately, and it's called the clarity filter. When you're trying to decide what to focus on, ask yourself three questions. First, does this actually matter to me? Not what should I do, but do I really care about this? Two, does this move me forward? Will this action improve your situation, build momentum, create progress? Or is it just busy work? And three, am I avoiding something more important? Now, this is the one most people don't ask. Sometimes we stay busy because we're trying to avoid what actually matters. Clarity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Clarity isn't a one-time decision. It is a daily practice. So here's something simple you can start using. At the start of your day, ask, what is the one thing that would make today a win? Not 10 things, not a full list, just one thing. And then focus on that. Now, why does this work? Well, it reduces overwhelm. It creates focus. It builds your momentum. And over time, those small wins begin to stack up. All right, so let's zoom out for a second and let's look at what we've built over the last few weeks. All right, you've learned to identify the pattern prison. You learned how to reset your state. You learned how to rewrite your story, and you started to reinforce new patterns. And now you're choosing your direction. And this is how real change happens. Not just fixing what's wrong, but moving towards what matters. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a clear next step, because clarity creates action, and action creates momentum. All right, if this resonated with you, I've put together tools that help you get clear on what matters, identify where your leverage is, and help you to move forward without burning out. And you can check that out in the link below. And if this helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who feels like they're spinning their wheels right now. And always remember, it is what it is, but it becomes what you make it. So make it great.